things. All right. Okay, so welcome back to the Rime of the Frost Maiden as we get closer and closer every day to the conclusion of this. But we'll see how it goes. So last time you defeated a demi-lich, and I think you're halfway exploring several towers. So, the mighty Icebreakers, what would you like to do today?
The remains of the lich, is it still somewhere on the ground? Or did it just disappear?
There's a skull on the ground.
Maybe we should check it out.
Okay, well, you can make an investigation check or an arcana check if you like.
I think I'm going to go with an investigation because magic is not my strong suit.
Okay.
Oh.
Sorry, what were you saying?
Actually, yeah, I was gonna say that Destiny would assist you, but you can also reroll that one when Destiny's around.
There we go.
Nice.
So roll with advantage. And guidance.
Nice.
The old advantage guidance trick.
Okay, that's better.
And a D4?
And the D4. Found that it's easier to use the side panel than write that in.
Oh, sure. Well, you take a close look at the skull with the help from Destiny. You can tell it's a very, very old skull is what you get from that. It's not like you notice some cracks along the surface of it that wouldn't come from a fresh skull. Apart from that, there's not that much noticeable about it. Appears to be just a skull.
Do we know if these are the kind of undead that can come back to life?
I'll give you an arcana check.
Maybe
I'll say that to Destiny and let her ponder the question.
Can Theodore and Destiny help each other?
Yes. And you can guide. Sorry, I'm just trying to avoid sneezing. So what you know from Theodore's studying and all things artificer, all things magical and arcane as well as that, you know that powerful magic users tend to make something of use called a phylactery, where their true soul resides, and they're generally very, very well hidden, because if you destroy the phylactery, then the particular being has no chance of coming back. It's like dead. Otherwise, over the course of maybe days, maybe weeks, maybe years, maybe decades, the very, very powerful magic users could use their phylactery to come back to life, even without a body. Well, maybe using a new body. So you know that this demi-lich might have a phylactery, might have a way to come back.
Oh boy.
Stella, I think you had that spell, locate object, or was that someone else?
I do have it, but I don't have it. But
We can look for it tomorrow. If we have a few days time, then tomorrow would be okay.
Yeah. I'll keep that in mind. But I think name an object that is familiar to you. I'm not sure if I would be familiar with the phylactery of this creature unless I've seen it or know it's how it looks like.
Maybe if you're holding a part of it while you're searching for it, it might help.
Perhaps.
Anyway, is there anything on the other corpses, the Nautics?
No. Nope. Just creatures. Nothing with them.
should we take a little breather? Destiny's really hurt.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think we should.
I drag you back to the map that... Oh, here's a sneeze. Here we go. Better out there.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Maybe take shelter in one of the buildings and put up the dome just in case.
Yeah.
Which, do you want to use one? Why don't we just say use this room for a short rest? Put the dome up?
Whatever has the roof above.
This doesn't, but we'll just say you go into one of these buildings with the short rest, and you remember Villain actually died last time and was brought back. I should definitely take a short rest. Yeah, so short rest away. Your short rest will happen successfully.
During the short rest, I guess I'll use the eagles to scout the house in case something approaches it.
Sure. What's the duration for your conjure animals?
1 hour, so
okay.
Minus the fight, it will just, yeah.
Okay. Get to that in just a second. So... D8 plus...
Right, because we leveled up, my maximum hit points is now 90. But are we still operating as if we level up on the next long rest, or?
Next long rest.
Okay. Just heal a bit then.
Yeah.
So Villain is fully healed. And I will point off that it's quite... remember you had a long rest, had some shenanigans, then someone thought less of you guys and decided to take off. So it's still relatively early in the rest cycle. Let's have Stello though. Stello, could you roll me a D100, please?
Oh yeah.
12. Yeah. So during the rest, no creatures approach you. You seem to find the perfect spot. Can you make 2 perception checks for your eagles? At advantage, I believe they have advantage. Yep.
I don't think I can roll for them. Let me check.
Okay, here we go. So an 18 and a 22 for the giant eagle. They do kind of do a swoop over the entire city, and they do see creatures wandering around, though they're kind of few and frequent between. You do see one of these things, which you briefly saw in one of the chambers. I'll show you the art. Here, I don't know if you remember, but a couple of these things wandering around. Yep. The inevitable Nothics. And that's what they see. They, for some reason, they don't come near to where you're camping. Often here, but there's definitely creatures wandering around though you haven't seen them all yet.
Are they like traveling somewhere during this most part of an hour? Are they located somewhere special, or are they like traveling randomly around the city?
Randomly around, there appears to be no. They're not on patrol, for example. They're just wandering around.
Okay.
Destiny will also summon Windfall during her short rest.
Sure. Easy enough to do.
Four components left.
And after the patrol, of course, your eagles vanish out of existence.
Who vanishes out of existence?
Ogun summoned eagles.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, I guess we need to tackle one of the towers. Do you think we should go for the illusion one now, or head for another one?
We could go for illusion. Does anyone have any way to protect us from the psychic damage we received earlier?
No, just healing.
I guess that'll have to do. Okay. Destiny will offer to have Windfall fly in front of us and report if it sees anything.
Okay. So you make your way back through the ruined city and find your way back to the Tower of Illusion. And if you remember last time you were here, I'm not saying it's going to happen again or any comments along those lines, but there was some almost replication, it seems, of the fall of Ythryn, about crashing, people screaming, and it was quite disturbing. So you're just hovering on the entrance to the Tower of Illusion. Let me know what you'd like to do.
Oh, by the way, Snuggles also got destroyed in the last fight. So Theodore, I guess, would fix Snuggles in the meantime.
Done.
It will cost him a spell slot. Okay. I guess let's send Snuggles in first. See what happens.
Okay. Just get the exact wording on this. Okay, Snuggles enters into the tower, and you can hear the sound. Well, let's have a look. Yeah, you do hear the sounds as well, but being on the outside of the tower, they're somehow muffled, so you're not affected by it. But I am going to need Snuggles to make me a wisdom saving throw. Oh, 17 is what you needed. So Snuggles just shakes around, not terribly affected by it, turns around to you guys and shrugs in a metallic scorpion type of way. Oh, and Wi-Fi, Peppy's on his way. So he's
Nice.
Cool. Yeah, so Snuggle goes in and you can tell he's affected by it, but not enough to take damage or anything like that.
Okay. Since I've noticed that something did try to affect him, I'll cast Bless at level 3 on 5 people. So the usual: me, Stello, Destiny, Tord, and what's Wi-Fi's name?
That's a good question.
Tenzin.
Unzen, yeah.
Tenzin.
So the 5 of us, without Valen and Windfall.
Belen raises an eyebrow. I don't mind. You can limit your most powerful spellcast if you like, but so be it. Oh, someone's coming in to say hi. Hi, Nathan.
Completely maxed out.
Gonna wave, Nathan? Here you are in the background. You're gonna be on the stream.
Easy wise. Connor's
Let's go. He just needed me to unlock his iPad. Okay. Okay, so blessings on everybody except the villain, who is slightly annoyed. But that tends to be the villain's default response. Though she's a bit more mellow, having looked death in the face. And that reminds me, she's at a -D4 to everything. A -4, sorry. to the effects of dying and coming back.
And I'll walk in with Destiny.
Okay, so make me a wisdom saving throw with your D4 added. Villain will grumble and go in as well.
I'll go in as well.
Okay. So, Theodore, you're fine. Villain, oh man, you guys. Let's see what's happened if Villain would have been blessed. DC 17. Oh, look at that. She would have saved. So, Villain is the only person who takes damage, and technically that's at a -4 as well. So, actually, Bless wouldn't have helped her. But she does take.
Oh, I can give her a flash of genius. Would that
let's have a
help?
look. Well, she's at
+5 plus
Well, she's
+5
at
-4. That wouldn't, right?
13. Well, she's at she rolled 15. -4 brings it to 11, and she needs to get
+5 is
50.
16, so no.
Okay. Okay, the flash of genius saves the villain, and she gives you a silent nod as you suggest. Just put your fingers in your ears, villain. And she puts her fingers in her ears, and she avoids the worst effects of the illusion spell, of the the horrible sounds of everything falling.
Okay. I guess we Theodore and Destiny will look around to see what's going on.
That's a strange noise. Yeah, well, at the base of the tower, there's just kind of rubble and not much else, and there's a winding staircase heading up. I'm not sure if you guys headed up the winding staircase last time. I'm not 100% sure.
No, I don't think we did.
Okay. You're going to head on up?
Yeah, if that's the only way forward. Yep.
That is the only way
Yeah.
forward. Okay, so
Right.
winding staircase kind of around the outside with a rather perilous drop in the middle. Then you come up and you arrive in what looks to be some type of theater. Let me just get you the description.
I haven't entered the tower yet, but I guess I will. I just have bad feelings about this place.
Okay. So this round room holds an intimate theatre. Plush purple seating arranged in rows
Oh, yeah.
face a small stage covered by curtains on the far side of the room, and purple magical lights illuminate the room.
This is nice. Theodore will climb up onto the stage just to peek behind the curtains to see if anything's there.
And nothing that would strike you as unusual. And hello, Tenzin.
Hello.
Hey!
Nice to have you
Hello.
along. So they just went up the Tower of Illusion, and they're in this purple room. And Theodore, you have a look behind the curtain, and it appears to be a perfectly normal theatre. Like, with ropes to bring the curtains back and forth.
Stallo has no idea what this entire contraption is.
And as you're pondering exactly what this is and what does it means, you see a man appear. After a brief flicker, a purple-robed human man with wild colours running through his hair appears before you, like right in the centre of the stage, as if he was addressing the audience. And he says, "I am High Illusionist Ajamar. This is likely the final performance at my little theatre. If you're hearing this message, then I did not survive Ythrin's fall. But alas, the show must go on. I am programmed to share information pertaining to the legacy of the Tower of Illusion under condition that my dying wish is met. I have always aspired to be a great playwright, but my time never came. Now, if you would indulge me, I'd ask that you graciously perform a scene from my final work. In my personal quarters, you'll find the manuscript of the Nether Trolls. If you need costumes, I recommend commissioning them at the Hall of Silk, or if it's still standing. Once you are ready to perform the scene, please pull the curtains back and invite the audience to spectate. They are hard to impress, but respond well to creativity.
Oh my.
Okay. Are you, Theodore will address the illusion. Are you able to answer some question regarding the performance?
Alas, I am merely a programmed delusion. I can give you very limited information, which I believe I have already imparted.
I was just going to ask where that room is, where the manuscript is. Which direction?
That is it's upstairs. Just and he points out a staircase that you didn't see before, and it leads upstairs.
Theodore looks at the others. Shall we go get it?
Yeah, but this seems kind of strange.
Well,
Whatever is this?
I know, but I suspect this is where we'll get one of the lines from the poem.
Oh, yes.
Everyone okay with getting the manuscript? See what it says?
Sure. Okay.
I guess we'll go towards the stairs up that lead upstairs.
Okay. Okay, so you wind up the stairs. And this... I'll drag you across to the next map. So you wind your way up the stairs, and this is the sight you see before you. Now, you do see a mirror here that reflects exactly what you see. Like, there's a Theodore appearing here, for example. But the room is dominated by a large purple carpet covered in eye symbols. A robed skeletal corpse slumped into a comfortable chair sitting next to a small table covered in papers. Eclectic hats and outfits lie strewn about the floor. On the far side of the room stands a beautiful mirror, which is reflected in there. Yeah, it's reflected.
Theodore and Destiny go search through the papers on the table.
Okay, you do find what appears to be the script, and I will just share that in Discord.
By the way, Destiny earlier cast Detect Magic. Does anything ping?
Okay, just a second.
Sure.
So there's a PDF in Discord there. Feel free to open it up and have a look. Did that PDF work?
1 second.
Yep.
Okay. So what was Detect Magic? Okay. You do discover something magical. So there's illusion magic kind of everywhere around this tower. But under the scrutiny of Detect Magic, the mirror radiates an aura of illusion and conjuration magic. And what you notice as you study this and look at your reflection, you notice the room is perfectly reflected, except in the reflection, you see you see a closet that appears in the reflection, but not in the room itself.
Okay. I'll go to the place where the closet is supposed to be and just like wave my arms around. That's Theodore. Wave my arms around that place to see if I hit anything, and it's just hidden.
You do not.
I'm not sure where the closet.
Yep. So you wave when the place you're certain the closet would be if it was there, but it's not there.
Okay. Then I'll send Snuggles to touch the mirror, see what happens. Can you just make Snuggles and Windfall? Yeah, smaller, exactly.
Oh, actually, I just need to make one quick adjustment for this map. Okay. So you see, Windfall touches the mirror. Doesn't go through to the other side, if that's what you're expecting. Just like a bird in a shopping mall, desperately trying to get out. Throws itself against a glass surface and doesn't get through.
Okay. It felt like solid surface.
Yep, just like a regular mirror.
Okay. Then he'll stay there and guard it while we look through the rest of the room, I guess.
Okay.
Can Destiny will try and cast Identify on the mirror as a ritual while we're searching, because it'll probably take a bit. And I guess Theodore will read through the manuscript.
Okay. Apart from getting the schools of magic, you're not entirely sure what the function of it is. Identify doesn't reveal any tricks or anything like that. You know that it just belongs to the school of illusion, which I think is obvious since it's something there that's not there, which is classic illusion, and conjuration. You don't get much more other than that.
Okay. So, from a quick look at the manuscript, there are 3 characters plus the narrator. So if we... did the illusion downstairs say that we need to perform this
Yes.
manuscript? Or
Yes.
play?
Well, I guess it seems there are 2 lovers in the manuscript. Well, play the roles, Theodore and Destiny.
Sure. Simon and Benor are played by Destiny and Theodore. And then we have Andus and the narrator.
Okay.
Looking through the menu, I haven't read it yet, but is there a description of what they're wearing?
Well, nope, there isn't.
Because I assume the things on the map are also costumes.
Yeah, as I said, there is an eclectic collection of what did I say? Eclectic hats and outfits.
So we have to improvise.
Yeah.
And that
Theodores.
seems like a ruler of some kind.
What was that?
Yeah,
Say?
this is,
And that's he seems like a ruler of some kind. As Anders gleefully gains rulership over both Ithrin and Sunrest, so maybe some kind of king.
this is basically just Shrek, isn't it? Nether trolls.
If you'd like to collect some garments that you think best would reflect your character. I'm going to say that there are 4 roles in Destiny, and I'm going to have you guys read these out, by the way, to do your
Of
performance.
course.
So, as there are 4 player characters and 4 player roles, I'm going to say Destiny and Theodore can't have a role. Yeah, one of them can.
Okay.
So every player gets to say something.
Sure.
So everybody, if you'd like to try on a costume that you think would best reflect your character, make me a performance check.
Ooh.
I'll be noting these down. So this is Hogan 11.
Maybe I should use my inspiration on that.
It's up to you.
Can Theodore assist anyone?
No,
'Cause
no,
there's- You
Stellos.
can
No, Stello.
reroll natural ones.
Oh, okay. Come on, another one. Another one, Stello.
Okay, let's see. Yeah,
11, still not great. Okay, who do we need one from? Tenzin and...
Oh,
Oh, that is not a natural one. Who is that? Is Destiny performing or Theodore?
Destiny.
Destiny.
She's
Oh,
the
look.
only.
Oh, wow. So Theodore.
She's the only female in the group.
18. We'll point out that these are general neutral roles. There's no male or female, so it doesn't really matter, but noted. And Tenzin... Oh, oops. Tenzin got an 18. Okay, who's going to play the narrator?
I think Staller would like to do that.
Yeah, it seems like a role for him.
Shamanistic storyteller.
Anders.
Is he the king? Yeah.
Does that mean Ogun is going to play Anders?
Sure, Ogun doesn't really care who he plays.
Benor?
Destiny will go for Simon. I
Okay.
think Simon is a. Well, I guess.
So Tenzin, you're Benor by default.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, and you'll plot on your performance. Tenzin, with a rare display of flash and brilliance, you look fantastic as the role of, I guess, Benor. Destiny, you're confused about the role. Doesn't look as if it's going to match. And Ogun and Stella, you do okay jobs.
Do say where we're about to head down. I'm going to bless each and every one of us so we can. I think there's 4 of us. Let's see.
But by the way, do we get our blessing on the performance check?
No, because it's not for skills.
Well, I can use this. So I'm going to have a class at level 5. So the 4 of us can have advantage on charisma checks.
Nice.
Okay,
I should have done that before, but yeah.
Okay, Ogun and Stello, you would, because of your costume, you'd be flat rolls. But thanks to your enhanced ability, you're now at advantage. Destiny, you're now straight rolling for these performance checks. Okay, because of your terror. Because of your terrible costume, you're really at straight. Everyone's else is at advantage.
No worries. Theodore will just guide Destiny before she goes on stage.
Now, I will point out that the duration
Will be more than a minute, probably.
will be more than a minute, so no guidance, unfortunately. Because it would completely ruin the performance if you're constantly tapping Destiny. Come on, you can do it. Come on, you can do it. Come on, you can do it. Come on, you can do it.
Theodore will be the director.
Okay, do you head down to the stage?
Are we going to explore any more of the room? Because the reflection is different, so there must be something in the
Sure.
other room, if it even exists. But how long would the performance last? Because I don't want to waste our enhance ability.
It's the spell lasts an hour, so yeah.
Yeah, no. But how long does the performance last? Just like
Much less than an hour. Maybe 2 minutes.
okay, so we can take a few. We can take a few minutes to explore here.
Yeah.
Okay, so your detect magic doesn't detect any magical items in this room. It's just this rather strange mirror.
Is the mirror locked in place, like it has these wings? Are they possible to bend around, or are they stuck in place?
It's attached to the wall.
Okay.
Could there be a hidden compartment in this cupboard?
Well, the cupboard that you can only see, you mean?
Oh yeah, because it's bigger here than over here. Is there a cupboard inside the cupboard, perhaps? Or is what is it's a cupboard, right?
I mean, the art isn't particularly clear here, but yeah, this is this is a cupboard here that's not existing here. Like it would be where the door is, but plainly there's a door there. So this is the cupboard here that's does not appear in your version.
Okay.
It also seems that this clothes rack is pretty tidied up on the other side. While here it's a mess. Can I make an investigation check on the clothes rack? See if
Sure.
there's anything special about it.
Yep.
With the usual help from Theodore.
Okay. You have a very thorough look, and there's nothing out of place. No magical levers, anything like that.
Okay. The rest seems. Well, the heads are also a mess, so maybe do another investigation there.
Sure. Once again, nothing of note.
Okay. Seems the other side has a better housekeeper. I
Perhaps
guess
something changes if we perform the performance.
what if we like clean up, put the hats on the racks and the clothes on the what is it? It's clothes rack, right?
Mm-hmm.
If we just tidy up, well, yeah, Destiny and Theodore will do that. Just try to make this room look the same as the other one.
I think this is a failure of the artist for this. They're exactly the same. The clothes, everything is exactly the same. So I think it's a failure of the artwork. Just this cupboard.
Okay, then just out of curiosity, Theodore will also touch the mirror.
Nothing unusual happens.
Wait, so is the cupboard on our side or on the mirror?
It only appears in the mirror as a reflection. Like this cupboard here at the top of the map, you're normally expected to be here by the door, but it's just not there.
Would I be able to try to cast like Mage Hand through the reflection?
You can certainly try.
Okay, I'll get as close as I can, and then cast Mage Hand.
Okay, so your mage hand appears, and what are you going to do with it?
Go through the mirror and try to reach the cupboard.
Let me just check one bit of rule lawyering here. Yeah, as your mage hands appears. So what are you trying to do with it again? Can you explain?
Try
Send
to
it
touch the cupboard with my Mage Hand
like
through the reflection.
Okay, so your mage hand appears. It's a spectral hand, so it's visible, and you're trying to like grab it from over here.
Yes.
Yes, your mage hand goes there. Nothing for it to grab hold of.
Oh. Even while I'm looking at the mirror?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Hmm.
Well, I have no other ideas then, guys. Sorry.
It's a good idea. Didn't work, unfortunately.
We can come back here after the performance, see what
Yeah.
we can find out in it.
Mhm.
So I guess we'll head downstairs.
Okay.
By the way, at the room, is there a door or just a doorway?
It's a doorway that leads to stairs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, as you take the stage, the seats fill with a dozen strangely dressed, obviously illusionary humans, all with purple glowing eyes. Ajuma, the illusionist who talked before, or the programmed illusion, addresses the Orlage in a strange language of the Netherese, and then motions you all to begin.
Stella is going to. Let's see. We join our characters at sundown in the chapel. Andals and Benor are about to be married. By marrying Benor, Andas gleefully gains rulership over Bar Yithrin and Sunrest. Benor desires Andas's hand because without true love's kiss by sundown, Benor will suffer a ghastly fate. What Benor doesn't know is that their actual true love, Simon, is racing to arrive in time to proclaim their love for Benor and stop them from marrying the wrong person.
With that
Needless.
very strong opening, before we get into that, can the narrator please make me a performance check?
Okie dokie.
Yours was at advantage? Ooh.
Yeah,
Okay,
that was my advantage.
Can I roll a performance check before so I know how to act accordingly?
Oh, sure, that's a good idea. But as this rather, I mean, you personally, Christian, did it very well, but the audience didn't like your performance at all, and they start shifting
Aw.
uncomfortably. They're disapproval. They're putting their arms across their chest. Not at all happening. And yeah, make me a performance check, Ogun.
Wow.
Oh, natural
My-
20. Whoa, okay, Andis.
Oh wow.
Just 1 second. I'll just let you know that okay. I'll let you know when you need to make another performance check. So carry on.
As I speak this, Mike Ogun's gonna walk around on the scene and wave his arms around in passion.
Mhm.
People of Ithrin, we gather here today to witness to the union of Benner and myself, of course, by the power vested in me by the arcane octad, I now pronounce us.
I object. Banner, you can't marry Anders. They don't love you.
Make a performance check, please, Mr. Simon. This is a critical part in the play. The audience. Let's have a look.
You mean Destiny?
Oh, Destiny. Yeah, Destiny. Yeah. Performance
Oh,
check for
sorry, you
Destiny.
said Simon. I'm looking
Oh,
at who's Simon.
Sorry. Yep. So as you raise the objection, it's borderline. They're not buying your performance, Destiny. They said, "Boo, boo!" They're not liking it at all. And can I have everybody on stage please make me a wisdom saving throw?
Ooh. Ruh-roh.
Oh, not blessed. So 14.
With the bless.
Bless would have faded
but-
by now. It's a minute.
Okay, yeah.
Without it.
Okay, so despite not saying a line yet, Tenzin and Stello, you both fail as you hear the booing of the crowd in your ears, and you get nightmare visions inside your head, and you hold your head and start screaming and screaming, and so much so that those two who fail can take 4d10 psychic damage.
What the hell?
Oh,
These boos are bad. Okay.
I better make a Constitution saving throw as well.
Yeah. Which
Oof,
is just
Just
enough.
succeeds.
Just enough.
Oof.
Okay, so the crowd's definitely not on your side. So, Benor, your line.
Me. Hey, Simon, what are you doing here? You're about to ruin everything. When you turned your back on me, I moved on.
Banner.
Roll.
Oh,
Do I have to roll? Yeah?
No, I'll let you know when you know.
Oh.
Roll.
Okay.
Banner, I had no choice. I didn't want you to see the truth about me. The truth is, I'm a horrible, grotesque troll. And I cast alter self and turn myself into a troll.
Okay.
guess.
Now, as the big reveal that he is in fact a troll, I need both the characters playing Simon and Benor to both make me performance checks.
1 minute. Oh, yikes. Sorry, guys.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, everybody make me another wisdom saving throw.
Come on.
I'm going to die.
Theodore will give his last flash of genius to Destiny for +5.
Okay, so Destiny's 18?
Yeah.
18 is not enough. Everybody's fails as the boos ring around your head. Really terrible. Take another 30 points of
Oh my
psychic damage.
gosh.
You guys suck
Is
at
it
this.
possible? Is it possible for Theodore to cast Bless while they're performing?
Make me a sleight of hand check to see if you can subtly cast the spell, because this might turn them even against you. Oh, lucky you can reroll natural ones.
oh.
I'm going to say they're focused on booing this terrible performance, and their passive perception is 10, so no one's paying extra attention to you. So if any future saves come up, you indeed may make a bless added to it. Okay,
Can
so
I-
Stinks.
after Simon drops their skulls, I believe it's Anders's line.
Yeah. Guards! Seize the troll! Pointing to Simon.
Mm-hmm.
I want their brain put in a jar in my study. turns to Benner. My love, shall we go back to the happiest day of our lives?
I'm Benor.
Uh-huh.
No, Andis, I cannot marry you. Simon, there's something I've been keeping from you too. And I turn back and look at the final rays of sunlight and begin to turn. And then I'll just be like, I can't alter myself.
Andis.
By Mistral, you're both disgusting. Guards, kill them both.
Narrator.
That's me.
Mm-hmm.
Maiden enter the room from all sides. The scene looks hopeless for our heroes, when suddenly Simon lets out a mighty call. Within moments, a huge dragon crashes into the chapel and eats Andis whole. With their leader defeated, the maidens stand down. All eyes return to Benor and Simon.
So as the villain is defeated, I'm going to need the narrator to make a performance check.
Please,
come
God, I can't survive another one.
Another bad performance. Oh! The crowd is very thoroughly against you. You can all make me, even with advantage, Stello, that's a shocker. You can all make me wisdom saving throws, please.
I want to play with my charisma
Oh, nice.
character.
Ogun, you're good. Destiny, you are not. Stello,
Oh,
you are
it's
good.
not advantage, but it's 17
Ah.
plus 4, not
Oh, okay.
22.
Tenzin. Oh, yeah. I didn't see Tenzin. Everybody is good except Destiny. And the DC was going up with each performance. The DC was 21 for this particular one. It started at 17.
Oh,
So only Destiny can take 32 points of damage. And Destiny's performance is so bad that she falls over unconscious. Or you're on 11? Oh, you're down. Okay.
No, that's 11 minus 32.
Oh, okay. So you can't survive it. Okay. From line 10. Is Simon
can
dead?
I use healing word to get Destiny back up?
Okay, make me a sleight of hand check. Say DC 10.
Okay, not advantage. So come on. Yes.
Okay, so you subtly cast healing word and Destiny. Destiny, make me another performance check.
Oh, I'll just roll for healing word as well.
Sure. Yeah, you do a terrible performance of saying coming back to life, and I'm gonna say your line, Simon.
Destiny.
Yeah, Destiny.
Yeah, what was that?
Line 10.
Oh, sorry. Banner, I love you.
Benno.
Baby, Simon, I love you too.
And with that, Destiny, they don't buy your performance at all, Destiny, and they boo again, specifically on your direction for your shocking performance, and you fall to the ground dead again with another 19 points of damage. And narrator, finish this off.
This time.
Okay. I'm slightly distracted because I'm seeing Destiny keel over. Simon and Benner approach each other and share a romantic kiss. As their lips touch, the room begins to glow and both of them lift up into the air. A wave of light spreads over the room. When it clears, Simon and Benner are both human again. Everyone cheers and the curtains close. Oh.
Except for the last
and then-
bit. Everyone is booing loudly and throwing the proverbial tomatoes on stage.
Illusionary tomatoes.
And
The
as
illusionary
I finish-
tomatoes, yeah.
as I finished my lines, I'm just going to rush over to Destiny and cast Curing Wounds rank 1 on her.
Sure, easy enough to do. Well, that was terrible. If you're a group of bards, that might have been better. Yeah, so they're thoroughly disgusted in your performance.
Destiny and Theodore
Oh.
both thank Costello.
Wait, I've got
Ah, no worries.
one more thing. Can I have Destiny make me an intelligence saving throw, please?
That I'm good at.
Oh, good. Okay, they were so disgusted with your performance that they attempt to put you into a mental prison as per the spell. Fortunately, you make it. You're good. You would have been trapped inside a mental prison because Destiny's performance was so shocking. But the crowd disappears, shocked at how bad there was.
It really was. With our roles.
And the high illusionist Ajama, or at least the program illusion, comes up and says, that wasn't what I was hoping for my final performance, but you did perform it. I'm happy to answer any questions you are, but I'm sorry my responses are limited. You'll have to ask me the right questions.
Hmm. Yeah, sorry.
And I was just gonna ask, do you know any lines from the right of the arcane octet?
Yes,
Octet.
Oh, yeah,
I know the 6th line. Hide thyself behind a mask.
Sitting.
Any other questions?
Why is the reflection of the room upstairs different from the original room?
My mirror is a doorway whose surface isn't real. So if there's no one pushing back, then resistance you won't feel.
Okay, lots of puzzles in this town. What
Maybe
happened
if
to
we...
you?
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just thinking if we trust fall into the mirror, perhaps no one's pushing back. Or
That's what I was thinking too.
We
or
can try
throw
that.
someone.
Do you know what happened to the city? Why it fell?
That is beyond my ability to answer, I'm afraid. And I think that is all the information I can impart. And it gives you a gracious spell. And then the programmed illusion, having completed its programming, disappears.
Destiny just goes, theater is hard. I'll stick with magic.
Maybe this is why the Traveller doesn't like theatre. It's a very vague reference if anybody gets it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you
Shall we?
Yeah.
head upstairs?
Yeah, but we're pretty beat up apart from Theodore.
Oh, I'm perfectly fine too, though I did have to suffer through that shocking performance. Felt I should have taken psychic damage as well, but I am fine.
Theodore will cast. Oh, I have Destiny open. That's why I can't find it. Warding Bond on Destiny.
Okay.
It actually probably won't help much.
So now she's
Should we-
resistant to everything, but Theodora takes half the damage, right?
Yeah, half goes to Destiny, half to Theodore.
By the way, should we take a little short rest before we push on, so we can heal ourselves up a bit?
Yeah, you can absolutely take a short rest here. I would remind you to keep an extra close eye on your hit dice, because you only have a limited number you can spend, of course. Only a
Yeah,
non-rest would fix.
Destiny already spent all of them.
Okay.
And Theodore's at max, so they'll study the mirror in the meantime.
So Tenzin and Stello, you can spend some hit dice if you like. But once again, just remind you to keep track of it.
Yep.
Okay. Let's do this.
Oh.
31. Why didn't it show on there?
Are you rolling it in D&D Beyond?
Beyond, yeah.
I don't know either, but I'll take your word for it. So just adjust
Alright.
appropriately. Okay, so as you spend some hit dice, Destiny can't heal. Well, not with hit dice anyway. And Theodore, are you doing anything with the mirror while everyone's having a cuppa?
Theodore will try to just walk through it. Like it's not there.
No, doesn't work. It's not like platform. What is it? 9 3/4. Just walking through that doesn't help. You just bang into the mirror.
He'll
What
try
if I try to walk backwards with my eyes closed?
Hands in, you turn your back towards it, walk backwards, donk into the mirror.
If there's no one pushing back, then the resistance you won't feel. How do you make it not reflect someone? I'm a vampire?
Is the mirror reflecting our images?
Yes. Yep, just acting like a perfectly normal mirror.
Are there any, like, blankets?
There's a big rug in the center of the floor.
No, that's too big.
I mean, there's these costumes over here as well. I mean, you could cover the mirror if that's what you're trying to do. That would be easy enough with the costumes, like a pair of pants and a shirt, something like that.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. What should we do, guys?
Do we have the invisibility spell? Someone? Maybe?
Oh. I think I have a potion of invisibility. Let me check. There's so much stuff in the bag of holding.
That's its job.
We have a potion of etherealness. That's similar.
Is there another mirror inside this room?
Nope, just the one that you see.
Theodore will go to the opposite side and try to walk through the closet or whatever is on that side.
Perfectly normal, I think.
Well, the only similar thing to the potion of invisibility is the potion of etherealness, unless somebody can go invisible.
I can try to hide.
Destiny can teleport to the other side.
Ooh.
But Destiny doesn't want to risk it with 8 hit points.
Yeah.
As beat up as she is. Let's try. Destiny will try to Misty Step onto the other side.
So
Or actually, She'll do dimension door and take Theodore with her.
Okay, just 1 second. Okay, so you're starting from here, and Destiny and Theodore are attempting to dimension door out into the space here.
Yeah.
Okay, you bamf across, find yourself floating above the city of Ythrun, and you start plummeting towards the ground.
Okay, Destiny quickly, as a reaction, casts Featherfall and then another dimension door to bamf back into this room.
Okay, that's good, because otherwise it would have been that much damage. Which would have killed Destiny.
And probably Theodore, because he takes half of hers and his.
Huh?
Oh, but half of Destiny is just 8.
Yeah, but so she
8
would
is
have
the-
taken 34, you would have taken 68 plus 34. So I think Destiny would have survived and Theodore would have died. So, thank goodness for Featherfall.
Do we, with the second dimension door, manage to get back?
Sure, you get back easily enough. You can even walk up the stairs if you like and save yourself a spell slot.
Okay. Well, let's not do that again. Let's get out of here. It's just empty space there, and then you just appear above the city and fall down. It's a trap.
Hmm.
Does anybody else want to try something? Sounds like Theodore is ready to go, but of course.
Yeah, I'm not sure what to do, so
Mm.
I don't really have any magic that I can use here.
It's the reminder of that thing the illusion, programmed illusion told you.
There's no one pushing back. Okay, can I try to trust fall into the mirror? Like just put my hands on my chest and turn back to the mirror and just fall backwards towards the mirror.
You fall backwards towards the mirror, and all that happens is you bounce off the mirror. And I'm going to say, since this is a trust fall, you take 6 points of bludgeoning damage because there was no one there to catch you. I mean, there are consequences when people don't catch you for a trust fall, and that was your consequence. But you do not fall into the other room.
Okay then. I guess we can come back if we have a potion of invisibility or something.
Okay. So if nobody else wants to try something,
We can try and break the mirror.
damn you, mirror!
I don't need more bad luck.
Yeah. Okay. I guess. Should we go towards the next tower?
Sure. By the way, is there something behind the mirror? Did you check that, or did you
It's
just
firmly
assume-
attached to the wall.
Yeah, nothing interesting behind it?
I think somebody already investigated it. No.
Hmm.
Okay, well, at the very least, you've discovered another line for the arcane octad from the Tower of Illusion. Where would the Icebreakers like to go next?
Is this another tower that's here in the snow, enveloped in snow?
Would you like to go over and have a look?
Sure.
Yeah, it's close by.
Okay, you wander across. You have to navigate the snow a little bit. By now, snow is almost second nature to you. And Destiny ritually cast Detect Magic.
Yep.
Reveals an aura of enchantment magic. And ice has engulfed the lower floors of this crumbling tower. Pink light pours out of the highest window, a single point of illumination, and a dark and out-of-the-way region of the city.
I guess we send Snuggles in first again.
Yeah.
Okay. Snuggle goes in. It takes a little, like 5 minutes to clear enough snow to get a path into it, but nothing too arduous. And Snuggles goes in. Nothing happens to Snuggles.
Windfall will go next.
Okay, and are you looking through Windfall's eyes?
Yeah.
And what languages do you speak?
Destiny speaks Common, Gnomish, Halfling, and Draconic.
You do recognize it as Draconic, and written crudely with like pitch, like like tarring a road, that type of thing. You see written over and over again, almost like graffiti. All work and no play makes Ivira a dull girl.
I forward that to the others. I guess someone named Ivira has been to this tower, and she's been a busy girl.
Does it look recent?
Make a survival check to look for telltale signs of decay and things like that.
Windfall or Destiny?
Destiny, I'll say. Yeah, because it's written in pitch, hard to say. Doesn't really decay at all. Could have been yesterday, could have been 1,000 years ago. You're not sure.
Theodore will say, I'll go in first. I think I'm the most uninjured in the party at the moment, so maybe wait till I signal you.
You enter into the chamber, nothing untoward's happen, and you just see the recurring fate. I am Ivira. Ivira is my name. Oh, sorry. All work and no play makes Ivira a dull girl.
I'll yell out, Ivara.
No response.
I signal the others there's nothing going on if they want to follow.
Okay. I'll assume everybody goes in. And yeah, you see what I explained before. Old work and no play. Some of you don't recognize it if you don't speak Draconic, but that's what it. Destiny can easily enough translate it for you. And there's another winding staircase leading higher into the tower.
Destiny will just use her staff to cast Charm Person on Theodore, let's say. And she'll tell him before she does it, just to see if the tower reacts to an enchantment spell.
Nope. So willingly failing the saves, Theodore, and no, nothing explodes?
Yeah.
No. So it's fine.
And Theodore says, funny, I don't feel any different. Okay, I guess Snuggles and Theodore proceed towards the stairs.
Okay, so you head up the stairs.
Windfall as well, yeah.
Okay. Now, something I didn't mention, it doesn't really matter that much, but the floor is strewn with pitch-covered buckets and mops frozen stiff by the cold. So Theodore and Windfall head up the stairs, and as you head up, the phrase "all work and no play makes Ivara Dalgil" continues, but at certain points, the pitch writing stops, and looks like it's written in wine, and it's kind of confirmed by these empty wine bottles scattered all over the floor, and the recurring phrase changes to "I am Ivira. Ivira is my name."
Can we hear where that's coming from, or is it just echoing?
It's just echoing.
Theodore will repeat the words out loud. Does anything happen?
Nope. And
Okay.
as you continue up, you arrive at the uppermost chamber. And painted in blood above the door is the phrase, "The crown knows all."
Creepy.
Is the name Ivara, does it ring any bells for any of you guys? Do you know a lot of the history of this town?
Those who are proficient in history can make me a history check.
That's Theodore.
Okay.
Both Destiny and Theodore are proficient.
You do recognize the name Ivira. She was an archmage of Yithrin. Archmage Ivira is your very powerful enchantment magician.
And this is written above a door.
Mm-hmm.
The door's closed.
The door is closed. Yep, and it's written in blood. The crown knows all.
Was she connected to the crown of this city somehow?
With a 24 history, you're not sure.
I think Snuggles should enter first because he can't be enchanted.
Okay.
Just in case something happens. And I'll let Snuggles open the door and enter while
Okay.
the others keep a little distance.
Okay, the door opens easily enough. Snuggles enters and nothing explodes. But what you do see peering through as you see what Snuggles is up to, you see an elderly woman. She sits rigidly on a black throne, shrouded in ice. She wears a crown of entwined iron tentacles, and her forehead is bruised where the band fits tightly against her skull. And an inscription decorates the wall behind her.
What does it say?
The inscription on the wall behind the throne is written in Draconic. And so Destiny can read it for you.
I speak Draconic, actually.
Well, that's what it says then.
Fourth coax a secret from another.
I guess that's the line for the one of the lines that we need.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Maybe we should just leave and not wake the Archmage up.
Might be a good idea.
Is the thing dead? Or
Maybe.
alive? Or sleeping?
Make me a medicine check, please.
Can Destiny help? She's proficient in medicine as well.
Sure, make another one, Tenzin, to mimic advantage. I mean, that was a shocking roll. Another shocking roll.
Two twos in a row.
Yeah,
Wow.
That's not great for advantage. You're not sure.
Creepy. If that's the thing, do we go to?
The crown knows all.
Might be another
So-
route of some kind.
Is there a crown on the person's head?
Yes. Yeah, so the crown is entwined iron tentacles, and it's fitted
Ew.
very snugly to her soul and her skull, and it's a little bit bruised where the band fits tightly against her skull. Like, she's not a skeleton, she's like a husk of a human. But yeah.
I mean, could she be the Lich? No. Or the
I'm
crown would
thinking
be the
that.
phylactery?
Ooh, maybe that's her body or something. But wouldn't she be missing a skull or a head? Since we killed the skull?
Hmm.
You would know from the previous Arcana check that a phylactery can be literally anything. Often it's disguised to look like something mundane to avoid, people saying, "Oh, that's a phylactery, I'm just going to destroy that." So they often can take any form whatsoever. So in theory, I'm not saying it's true, but in theory the crown could be a phylactery.
But it seems a bit obvious, though.
Should we wait until you have that spell prepared? Locate object?
Yeah.
Once again, locate object won't find the
Yeah.
phylactery for you. You need to know it and be familiar with it. You won't find
Yeah, I
it.
need to have seen an item, know that that is the phylactery, and then I could find it.
Yeah. So locate object won't help.
Okay.
Well, the longer we stay here, the more curious I am about this woman.
Tell you what,
I
as
mean,
What do you say?
Tenzin is doing, I'd be right back. I need a drink, so let's take a quick
Oh,
5-minute break. Okay?
Yeah.
And we'll get back to
Sure.
it.
Yes.
Okay. See you guys in a little bit. The crown is on the person's head. What would you like to do?
Well, I'm curious about this crown, but I'm thinking, like, it's been repeated. I'm Ivira. Ivira is my name. Maybe she has put on some crown that has, I don't know, replaced her current person or something.
Like the Ice
Like-
King from Adventure
Ah.
Time.
Perhaps. But yeah, like, she has to repeat who she is, and then she slowly loses who she is because enchantment magic or something. So I don't think we should touch that crown.
I mean, Snuggles can touch it. If it's an enchantment spell, he's immune.
Oh, yeah. That might work.
If we want to risk it, yeah. Should I send him in?
Sure.
Okay, I'll send Snuggles in to.
Okay.
By the way,
for
is the crown engraved in her skull?
It looks like a very tight fit. To learn if it's like attached to her head, you need to get a bit closer than peering in from the corridor outside the room.
Snuggles will approach the Archmage and first touch the body just to see if it reacts.
It does not react.
Then he'll touch the crown without actually trying to take it off.
Nothing happens.
I guess we can try to pull it off, see what happens.
Okay. Who's
Okay,
taking the
I
crown?
think Snuggles will try to take the crown off.
What's Snuggles' strength score?
14, I think. Yeah, 14.
Okay.
Yeah, that owl's stronger than me.
It's not an owl. This is a little mechanical contraption that kind of looks like a scorpion. So if you're not stronger than an owl, that would be a worry. Okay, so Snuggles gets this little claw in, and with a little bit of effort, takes it off her head, and a little bit of her skin comes off with it, and you see the skull beneath it. And
Right.
you see the corpse, which isn't a corpse, it turns out. This is what you get with a 10 medicine check. Takes a brief breath and then says, "Destroy the crown. Release my memories. Let me have peace." And then her body collapses.
Should we destroy it?
Is it
Consider
magical?
it does Destiny detect anything magical about the crown?
Yeah, enchantment magic.
I guess we should go back to the forge.
Back where? Back to the forge?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
he can-
abjuration tower.
Oh.
angle.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We could destroy it there. Yeah, we could do that. Or I can have Snuggles try to break it right there.
Yeah. Or I could try to hit it with my sword since it's magic.
I mean, I'm worried that the crown will try some enchantment magic on the whoever tries to destroy it. That's why Snuggles is perfect for this, because he's immune. You can try if Snuggles fails, or we can go to the forge.
Can Snuggles wield the greatsword?
No.
No, just his pincers. If you want to, you can try. I just don't know what the crown will do.
Yeah,
But
I don't know either.
shall we do it outside, not in this room?
Yeah, that might be a good idea.
Okay. Let's take it outside of the tower. See if it reacts in any way. But
Nope.
keep your distance. I'll have Snuggles walk like 50 feet in front of us.
Okay, King Snuggles walks out in front of you, leaves the tower. Nothing untoward happens.
If I didn't have to touch the crown to identify it, I would. I don't want to touch it. So I'll once we're outside of the tower, I'll order Snuggles to try and break the crown, see if it works.
Okay, Snuggles can make an attack roll. Snuggles attacks magical.
It's force empowered, so I think it's magic. I'll check. Hold on.
Okay.
I guess if it deals force damage,
It deals force damage, yeah.
But is it magical force damage?
I am reading the description of the Steel Defender. Hold on.
Sure. Yeah, I'm looking at
It doesn't say.
If it doesn't say, then it's non-magical. So, bash, bash, bash. Billy puts a scratch in the crown. Doesn't even put a scratch in the crown, in fact.
Okay. I'll offer it to. Was it Tinzen that wanted to destroy it, or Tord?
So Ogun wanted to try to break it.
Okay.
I guess you can just put it on the ground, and I'll try to hit it with my greatsword.
Where's everybody else? Keeping a distance?
Away. Yeah, we were 50 feet away from Snuggles earlier anyway.
So everyone's about 50 feet away?
Yeah. I don't have Cosmic Omen for saving throws, so.
Okay. So Ogun, with a crown, I assume, resting on the stone kind of floor, you raise up your weapon and make an attack roll.
This is for the greater good.
Okay, you hit it, you do some damage to it, not enough to destroy it though.
Guess I'm going to repeat my attack. Ooh.
Oh, with a natural 20, you sunned the crown in two. Can you roll me a D100, please, Ogun? 72. Oh, interesting. Okay, as you hit it, lightning explodes out of the ground, erupting out. And every creature's within 30 feet of you, which is not everybody else, so just Ogun. You're going to take 4d10 lightning damage as this thing explodes. So take 24 points of lightning damage. And can you roll me a d6 as well, please, Ogun?
Sure. 1d6.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, and can you roll me a d20 6 times, please? Okay, so as this crowd explodes and the lightning shoots out, you just get a memory after memory after memory in your head, and you get a whole bunch of information about the city. You learn that. You learn this. You learn this. 9. So all these memories are just flooding into your head. And finally, so all that information just floods into your head. It seems as memories of this archmage.
Hmm. Eden Star. Have you been to the museum?
Yeah.
Ah, yes. This
Well,
was over
Yeah,
here.
But the plaques of their names were frozen over.
yeah. Maybe one of the eight arcanists was the woman in the enchantment with the crown.
Possibly.
What does the number 2 piece of law say there?
Killer left by magic and arcane spear known as Mithalar.
Yeah, the next sentence.
Reach Archman. Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Aha. The
Oh, that
pieces
jumps
are
out, doesn't it?
falling together. Ah.
So I guess we have to use the Mithalar to change the weather.
But can we do it from here, or do we need to move the Mythalar somewhere? I mean, that's a question for after we gain access to it.
I mean,
Yeah.
you have seen the Mythalar from a distance. It is huge. No way you could
Yeah.
lift it as a major event to move it. It's just massive.
Well, what if we get the Tarrasque to move it?
Let's not joke about that kind of thing.
By the way, what time of day is it?
It's
I think we've
Kinda-
been.
about midday.
Hmm.
Still plenty of daylight hours left.
Should we check in with what was her name? Ivera.
Sure.
Ivera, yeah. See if anything's changed in there.
Oh, inside the Tower of Enchantment, you mean?
Yeah.
But let's send Windfall up there to see if it's even worth going. If anything changed.
Nothing has changed. Just this body, which seemingly was alive, and when you took the crown out, it was like a final breath. Nothing much of note. Everything was as much as you needed. Who you assume is Ivira, it has slumped over, not moving. And before she was upright on this throne.
Do we know where the museum is? That was mentioned by
Yes, here.
those slots.
Just double check. Yeah, this is the museum here.
Oh, that was the museum. Okay.
Mhm. And if you remember, you saw that on the upper floor of the museum's dome ceiling, it depicts 8 large portraits kind of surround the dome, with a plaque at the bottom of it that's covered in frost, so you couldn't read it. And at the time, you chose not to
Hmm.
not to wipe the frost off.
Wasn't that where the tentacle monster was? Or
Yeah.
was that...
Hmm.
Okay.
Well, there was the creature hovering above the ceiling, not moving, and there was a sign here that said that about it.
Yeah. Huh.
Okay, so we solved 3 puzzles so far for the lines.
And there are 8.
But we've been to 4 towers, so we didn't get the one from transmutation tower, correct?
Yeah.
Should we try another tower or go back? What was in the transmutation tower that we did? It was the...
Gravity thing.
Yeah.
And also the contraption with the quicksilver and the keys
Yeah.
and the different levers that we didn't really know what did.
By the way, were there anything else of interest inside the room with the dead woman?
No.
Okay.
I guess. I don't know. Could head for another tower, perhaps. Like this one, perhaps.
Sure.
But I also
Right.
wonder what these things are.
They seem like I don't know, watchtowers, perhaps. I
So,
doubt each one is.
Sorry, which one were you ping? I didn't see your ping.
Is around the city, the edge.
Yeah, I mean, it's very much like the tower that you discovered out in the wilderness that was upside down. I'm not sure if you were with us there, Ogun. But yeah, you can go check out one of the spires if you like.
I mean, it's the closest one. We can do that. There's a lot of them, though. They're all around the city.
Yeah. We probably don't have to check everyone, but maybe we can see what they wear or are.
Sure.
You're gonna go check out this one?
Yeah.
Okay, so another short trek across the snow, but you're definitely good with this one. Yeah, so there's a bit of a stone walkway that leads to these towers that kind of claw upwards and inwards. Its roof kind of leaning menacingly overhead with the way that this whole city is tilted. And narrow windows pierce its walls, and gargoyles cling to its eaves. And a doorway at the tower's base gapes open.
Shall we head inside?
Guess that it's either that or leave, so sure.
Okay, you have a look. It looks as if they were laboratories, libraries, living quarters, but now they just lie in ruins. And you have a good look around. Nothing of interest.
Oh well.
Yep. So, and you said you wanted to check out which tower? Was it this one?
Yeah, I think that would be the closest one.
Yeah.
Okay. So you trek across the snow, get to the base of that tower. And the most obvious thing to note about this tower is the top of this tower is shaped like an axe blade. Red light shines out from a slender window overhead.
Destiny will send Windfall to take a peek through the window.
So she flies up to the window, heads appears inside, and she sees lots of orbs of light dancing around an octagonal chamber. And an unlit brazier stands in the center of the room, and there are 8 10-foot squares alcoves line the wall, each filled with ice. The arch ceiling is covered with icicles.
If we take 10 minutes, Destiny will again do a detect magic to see what kind of magic aura is around this tower.
Evocation.
Okay, next tower. Destiny has 8 hit points. She'll be like 50 feet behind you.
I could heal her up a bit if you want to.
If you have spell slots to spare.
Yeah, let's see.
Funny
Can't really
enough,
use Revivify. Yeah, let's see. Is anyone else missing hit points?
Yeah.
did anyone else's map just go black or just mine? Oh no, I got it again. Sorry. Sorry, what was your question, Stella?
Oh, I'm just checking if anyone else needed some healing as well. In case I'm going to bonus action enter the story form of the chalice, growing elk antlers with goblets hanging from them, and I'm going to heal. Let's use Cure Wounds level 3 on Destiny. And I guess I don't have level 10 stuff yet, so that's 1d4 plus 8 to Ogun. Tenzin, are you missing any hit points?
Yeah, I'm about like halfway.
Okay. In that case, I'll do the same thing. Out of rank 3. Going to use Cure Wounds on level 2 on Destiny and another 10 hit points for Tenzin.
Thank you.
So 14 for Destiny. Yeah.
Okay, so outside the Tower of Evocation, so the dancing lights upstairs in the octagonal shaped chamber. Unlit brazier stands in the center of the room, and 8 alcoves in the wall.
That brought Destiny to like 3/4, so over 3/4. So thank you.
Oh yeah, no worries. What do you guys think? Should we check out the vacation or go look for another one? Perhaps head for the Bazaar of the Bazaar.
Yeah, that's also a thing. Probably with a lot of powerful equipment, maybe.
Mm.
If there's anyone selling anything, we have lots of stuff in the bag of holding that we could get rid of. So Theodore and Destiny are very interested in visiting the bazaar.
Maybe we also should try to find the school of magic that does healing.
What kind is that? Is that universal or hold on? Healing word is evocation. Oh, We're right there.
Oh,
Yeah, evocation magic is healing magic.
and fireball magic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You win some, you lose some.
Send in Snuggles first.
So,
Yeah, definitely.
so Snuggles heading up the Tower of Evocation.
Yes. And Windfall will fly behind him.
Okay. So looking through the eyes of Windfall, you see what I described before. Red orbs of light dance like fireflies around this 30-foot diameter octagonal chamber. A large, unlit brazier stands in the center of the room, and 8 10-foot squares alcoves line the walls, each filled with ice, and the arched ceiling is covered with icicles.
We could give Snuggles a torch and have him light up the brazier in the middle. See what happens.
So Snuggles lights up the brazier.
Yeah, we'll give him a torch and send him in.
Sure, so in there is Snuggles and Windfall, right?
Yep.
Okay, just a second. What? There we go. So, as the brazier lights up, you notice the ice around the sides of these ice cubes. They slowly melt. And then I'll just drag you across to this map here. Can I have Snuggles and Windfall roll me initiative, please? Whoops, let's get rid of this one. Yeah, I think this is going to be a one-sided fight, but not in the usual way. Oops. Okay, so as the brazier is light up, things start melting, and what does start melting is all these gelatinous cubes that were inside of there. They are very slow to react, though, being gelatinous cubes. I'm going to arbitrarily say that the doorway is right here. This is rather the entrance to the stairways that will take you down. Snuggles.
Snuggles will run out. Double move, like 40 feet here and then back to the others outside.
Okay, cool. So it dashes down the stairs. The gelatinous cube tries to swing a pseudopod, but it's not quite in range. But these ones are...
Would it be possible for Destiny to roll initiative as well? Because she can just unsummon Windfall if she sees he's in danger.
Okay, yep, sure. Since you're looking through Windfall's eyes, yep, roll initiative. There we go. So you're going to unsummon...
that was
Windfall.
Destiny's roll, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Just put it in my pocket dimension.
Okay, easy enough to do. So Windfall, Windfall and Snuggles survive easily enough.
And those were ice cubes that showed up there?
It seems as if they're not ice cubes, but they were frozen in place. They're covered in ice, and once the ice melted, this cube of jelly erupted from there.
Okay, but did it look icy or some other material?
Looked gooey.
Okay, So slime or something. Yeah, Destiny will report to the others what she saw through Windfall. If we go in there and Brazier is lit, we can expect at least half a dozen. I think it was 8 or 10 gelatinous cubes or something similar. I mean, we can go in there and they're really slow. So if we stay ahead of them, they shouldn't be a problem. Although we don't have much maneuvering space in there. They didn't seem to follow Snuggles outside of the tower, though. So
You don't know. Since they're moving slow and you dash down the stairs, they could be in pursuit. You don't know.
okay, then we'll wait downstairs to see if they show up.
After saying all of that, the gelatinous cubes do not descend. You do not see them after waiting a good 10 minutes.
Okay.
And just as a note, looking around, you did not see a message from the arcane octet.
Shall we take them on? There are a lot of them, but I mean, as long as we move away from them when they attack, we should be fine.
Yeah. I can. I've got Wall of Fire left as well, so
Oh.
I can create a Wall of Fire around us, so they'll take some damage trying to get in.
I can do something similar. A wall of force. They won't be able to move through, and we can separate half of them, fight the other half,
Yeah.
and then repeat. But it's a good plan.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming you guys are heading up the stairs. You do head up the stairs. You don't get to the final step though, and you hear some very sounds. That seems obvious, even without going in there, that the gelatinous cubes are still wandering around.
Destiny will cast Arcane Eye.
Okay.
Just to it's an invisible sensor that she can control, and she'll send it upstairs.
That's what you see. I'm very familiar with Arcane Eye. Hey, let's explore this dungeon without taking any risks. Mara.
Okay. So Destiny will say that the cubes did move a little, but the closest one is about 20 feet from the door. So I guess if Destiny and Stella run in with ready actions, we can divide and conquer, I guess.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Destiny and Stello. These things aren't clever enough to prepare prepared actions, so you can get up there, but as soon as your prepared actions goes off, we're rolling for initiative. So it's
Yeah, okay.
Destiny and who was the other one?
Stella.
Stello. I'll assume the rest of you are just like outside here on the stairway, so we'll just drag you guys in. Snuggles, Theodore, Stello. Okay. Oh, no, 2 Stellos. Don't have 2 Stellos. But you do have 1 villain. Okay, so Destiny and Stella, you go up, the gelatinous cube sense you and start launching the way towards you. What do you do?
Destiny will throw up a wall of force.
Okay.
And Stella will do on Wall of Fire.
Okay, where is the wall of force first?
Like this.
Okay. And where is the wall of fire?
I think I'm going to do the exact same. Wasn't that what we planned, to just separate, or should I put it straight across, perhaps?
Maybe divide it like that.
Yeah. Let's see, I
So
can
we can
go
do
far.
like one section at a time.
So like 60 feet. So perhaps, but it's not going to be complete. It's just up to 60 feet long.
Or maybe you could 60. Once I don't know.
A lot of measuring going on.
Let's see. Let's just do say so, and I'll create a sort of barrier for at least 4 of these things.
You can't cross my wall. It'll stop there.
Oh, right. In
'Cause
that
spells
case,
can go through.
like say so,
Sure.
and then the damage will be on the outside. I'll try to draw that. So
While that's happening, Destiny and Stello, can you make me a perception check, please?
yes.
Okay. Stello? So you recall that you spent 10 minutes down there waiting to see if the gelatinous cubes came down. They didn't come down. And you come up and you immediately cast your Wall of Force, woof, your Wall of Fire, woof. And these gelatinous cubes will make dexterity saving throws in just a second. What you noticed, if you remember I said there was icicles on top of the arch ceiling, the icicles have melted, and it's little pools of water at the bottom there. And you instinctively look up and you see the 5th line from the right of the arcane octet. It says this written on the ceiling. So, if you just want to leave the gelatinous cubes and leave, you can. If you want to beat them up and find maybe something else in this room, you can do that as well. But you do have the 5th line.
Oh, wait. I don't think I noticed it. So it's up to Stel.
Yep.
Do I see anything else in the room that seems noteworthy with that roll?
You do notice one of the alcoves, in addition to the gelatinous cube, there was a skeleton, and it falls out when everything thawed by lighting the brazier. And apart from that, you don't notice anything, but there is a skeleton that fell out of one of the alcoves.
I'll quickly tell Destiny that I found the rune or the rights to the octad, but there might be something else in here. Not sure what though. So, what do you think? Should we fight these things?
We can try fighting the 3 that aren't caught yet. The 3 to the east, and see how tough they are. We can still escape. If they're too tough.
Okay, so let's roll into initiative. And I'll get them to make the dexterity throw in just a second.
Ooh.
I love that sound. Ooh. Oh, that's what a DM likes to hear.
How are we even gonna fight them if there's walls blocking them from us?
I can drop the wall once it suits us.
Okay, give me just a second.
And we can
Negative
attack
1.
through this one.
So the fire is on this side, right? This side over here.
Yeah, it's on the outside, yeah.
Okay. Click on the button I found that says gelatinous cube fight. And all right. So they all need to make dexterity throws for their wall of fire. These things are super dexterous with a -4 to their roll.
Oh, -4.
Yep. The best one was a 15. Does that make it?
Nope.
Okay, so how much damage did they take?
Let's see, it's 5d. Oh, that's the wrong one. 5d8. Let's see.
Okay.
Fire, there we go.
So 17 fire.
Oh. Whoa. 2 1s, 2 6.
Okay. So with that effective surprise run, I guess, we're now into a normal initiative order. And did everybody beat the cubes?
No.
Oh, no, sorry, 10. Oh dear, lot of non-cube things there. Okay, but Ogun, you're up. Well, say you're back here just for
Okay.
movement's sake.
Nice.
There.
I think I'm going to move here.
Okay.
And then take 2 shots at this one.
Sure. Through the wall of fire. Yep, I think you can do that.
Yeah.
Sure. Shoot away. That absolutely hits it. Make sure it's not. Yeah, cool. That hits 14 points of damage, and you shear off part of this cube.
Then another one.
Okay, shear off another part of the cube.
7 points of damage, I guess.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yep, you're right. Okay, but it's still got a lot of mass left and is slowly inching its way towards you. Okay, Theodore.
Theodore will do like Kogan and shoot the closest one twice.
Okay. Yep, so another 20 damage. Shearing off bits of it. It's still very much... Still has some mass to it, though. Snuggles?
Snuggles will just move over here to block the path a bit.
Okay, Stello.
Right, Stella's gonna step forward a bit and enter the starry form of the archer. And let's see. You'll attack this one.
Okay.
Okay, I will just.
12 hits.
Wow. So, -4 dexterity.
Yeah, their AC is 6, just going to point that out.
Oh, sick.
Yep, so both of those hit. You could only miss on a natural 1, Stello. So roll damage for those.
Oh yeah, I did. That's
Oh,
1d8
12.
plus 4.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see that. So yeah, 12 points of damage. It's still maintaining its shape.
Yeah. Let's see. Wall of fire. Yeah.
It would.
Yes, I'll stay there.
Okay. And just checking the wall of fire spells. And when the wall... it says the wall is opaque. So you can't
Yeah,
see
that can't
through...
pass through. Oh.
The wall is opaque. You can't see through the wall. So I'm gonna... I'd say all those rolls were at disadvantage. But because they're so easy to hit, they hit. On one side... that ends its turn. Okay, cool. Okay, whoops. So can you take another shot, Stello, or?
Oh no, that's just one bonus attack. Oh yeah, I do have produce flame, so I can do that. Let's see. I'll just hit same one. Oh, sorry. Roll20 is really slow for me right now. I'll try to reload. There we go. Oh wow.
1 second.
Oh yeah, not this one. Too far away. So this one. I guess. I'll try to reload.
Tech, they're doing so when you go. It doesn't say you need to see it, so produce flame. So which one? The one to the north?
No, the closest one. It's only 30 feet range.
Okay, so it does take the 2 points of fire damage. We hear this gelatinous cube take the dash action. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's it. The next gelatinous cube. 1, 2 can squeeze through here. 3, 4, 5, 6. Little space, it can get around there. Yep. I guess you can go straight through the fire as long as it doesn't end its turn there.
Yeah.
Nice. Yep. Tenzin.
I'm going to attack this one
Sure.
with sharpshooter.
Oh, there we go. So it's at disadvantage. You
Let me
can't
roll
see
one
it,
more
but I
time
don't.
then.
Yep. Easily hits, yep.
And then I don't get the sneak attack though.
But 18 is enough to destroy the cube. Does that 18?
Yeah.
You get another 10 on top of that, don't you?
Oh, it's already added in there.
Is it? Okay. Oh, I see. D6 plus 16. Nice. Okay, cool. Yep.
And then bonus action with my offhand
Mm-hmm.
psychic blade. I'm going to attack that one. Sharpshooter as well.
Okay.
This won't be a disadvantage because it's
That's
not
great.
hiding behind some fire.
They shoot it out.
That's a 19.
A 19 hit, so 20 piercing damage.
It should be psychic, not piercing, but
Oh, that might be relevant. Damage immunities. No, it still affects it. You're good. Okay.
and then that's it.
Okay, cool. Destiny.
Destiny will save a few spell slots, so she'll just do Mind Sliver on the one she can see.
Okay. Yes, that intelligence is just for fun. With a -1, with an intelligence of 1. Oh, they roll a natural 20 and still fail. I tell you what, this is I don't think there's any way the gelatinous cubes can get close to you without you slowly picking them off one by one by one. Would have been more interesting if you all were conveniently grouped in the center when the gelatinous cubes came to life. But now that they're there, and now that they're incredibly slow moving, and now that you have Tenzin just picking them off with its psychic blade and its sharpshooter, I don't think these things have any chance of surviving. So I'm just going to say you just pick them off one by one by one. I don't think we need to play this out. I don't think they're going to be able to damage you, and you can just slowly pick them off one by one. Okay.
Like Theodore always says, play smart, kill smarter, not harder, or something.
So not hard to outmaneuver these very slow creatures. So there we go. Okay, so with the gelatinous cubes easily taken care of, what do you guys do?
Well, I point out the skeleton that fell down to Theodore and Destiny.
Okay.
Okay, we'll go investigate it, wherever it is.
Just a second. Okay, you go check out the skeleton. There are my notes. Here are my notes. And it is just a skeleton. There's no robes on it or anything. Just a skeleton, nothing else. No robes, no items, nothing on him.
Maybe we they should check inside the cubes?
The cubes are just now basically water on the ground. There's nothing inside of the cubes.
Oh, okay.
And sometimes they pick up people and objects, but these ones are completely empty.
Okay, we still have plenty of time to visit another tower or the bazaar.
Yeah.
And there is another tower here reasonably close to you. I'm not saying you should go there or not, but it's up to you.
10-minute break while Destiny casts Detect Magic.
Sure.
Just clean off the goo of your armor.
So, as you approach the obelisk, it is just busting all types of magic. Abjuration, transmutation, illusion, evocation, necromancy, all of the schools of magic. And you see, it's not so much a tower as an obelisk, and it's 60-foot tall. Is it 60-foot tall obelisk of black stone? Its surface covered in arcane runes projects from the ground. A thin crack has formed on one side, stretching from the obelisk's base to its middle.
Any magic emanating from it?
Yeah, all schools of magic are emanating from it.
Oh,
So you name it. Necromancy, evocation, illusion, all of them.
danger, Theodore Strong. Danger.
Okay, those who are proficient in Arcana, can you make me an Arcana check, please?
Theodore, such a disappointment.
Theodore is a disappointment. Theodore, recognize that the runes covering this obelisk represent all 8 schools of magic. But Destiny says, but you missed this. There's also some other runes that don't relate to those 8 schools of magic. There's another rune that relates to chronomancy, the art of magically manipulating time. Oops, there should be a C in front of that. So I think we'll thank Matthew Mercer for adding that little detail to this adventure. But yeah, chronomancy, the art of magically manipulating time, is also there.
Well, no wonder Theodore didn't know. He never studied chronomancy. Destiny and Theodore and whoever wants to will just circle around the tower and see if they can notice anything from the other side.
No. Just covered in these runes. No opening. I mean, it's an obelisk, right? It's not a tower, it's an obelisk.
Should we touch it?
You can try. I mean, we can have Snuggles touch it and
Sure.
observe from a safe distance. It's expendable. Just like the animals we carry in the bag.
So you're sending Snuggles over to touch the tower?
Yeah, I guess we're touching it.
So Snuggle reaches up, taps it with a metallic pincer, and nothing happens.
Well, maybe it's time to test one of your animals. Or just move on. Looks just like a monument.
Yeah. Not sure if it's anything special here.
But it did ping a lot of magic from it, didn't it?
Yeah, it's still emanating magic, but when Snuggles touched it, nothing obvious happened. Have any of you guys played Tomb of Annihilation?
Yeah, not to the end because we died.
Did you get to the tomb itself?
Was there a vampire that the vampire was already in the tomb, or that was one of the dungeons before it? I think we got to the. That I know there was like a jumping puzzle over some water or lava or whatever.
That's
And,
just inside the Tomb of Annihilation, I think.
That's where we TPK'd, because one of the rooms after that puzzle had the vampire, and that
Oh.
vampire killed
Oh,
two of
dear.
us, and yeah, so we just got inside.
Just outside the Tomb of Elation, this is some random lore, there is an obelisk. And that obelisk there looks exactly like this obelisk here.
Ah.
And there's one in the Dungeon of the Mad Mage too. I am running that campaign at the moment, but I don't remember an obelisk. So, these obelisks. There's one here, one outside the Tomb of Annihilation in Chult, and one deep underneath Waterdeep somewhere. Just a random.
So it's
little-
like an Easter egg.
Yeah, it's an Easter egg. Yep. Okay. So, Snuggles reaches up, touches it, nothing happens. And there's no way in with Windfall flying around. Nada.
Should we check this part of the town before we move on? The houses.
Sure. Make a...
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, come over there and or everybody make me an investigation check.
Ooh.
You said investigation.
I did.
That was Destiny's role, by the way.
Okay, oh, Theodore. You do find something. Roll me a d20. That's a nada then. Unfortunately. You thought it was something cool, turns out to be a piece of junk that just disintegrates in your hand, so you don't find anything. Not with a 1.
Okay. Does detect magic ping on anything?
Nope.
Okay. One more town cleared. One more part of the town, yeah.
So where would the icebreakers like to go next?
Should we
Let's
head
go
for
to
the bazaar? Yeah, the bazaar. Or the bazaar.
Okay, so we'll say you loop around this big tower over here. And Tenzin, can you roll me a d20, please?
E20.
Okay, as you're wandering through, no wandering monsters find you and sink their teeth into you. So a 3 is a good roll on this table. Okay, so you're heading over towards the bazaar of the bazaar, and oops. You notice that right here is this kind of slender shaped thing here in this part here. Looks like the remains of a toppled tower. It lay scattered around you. And its fractured base protruding from the ground, which is this here, I assume. Is the tick magic still up?
How long did it take to get from the town to where we are now? If
It was 30 minutes. Yeah, I'd say it'd still be up.
It only lasts 10 minutes, so probably won't.
Oh, sorry, I thought it was an hour. Then no, it doesn't. It's not up.
We can cast it again.
Sure.
But we would be stopping every 10 minutes just to get.
You cast it again?
If you want to wait for 10 minutes, sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the tick magic goes up. The entire tower, including its base, reeks of an aura of necromantic magic.
The broken tower?
Yep. The entire broken tower. Necromantic magic.
Okay. Let's be careful and not touch anything. Can we just, while we are passing it, keep an eye out on any writings?
Yeah, you don't see any writings. You get the feeling if you got a shovel and started digging around, you might find some, but nothing is visible.
Is the tower hollow?
Parts of it are, but there's also floors inside of the tower. So some sections are hollow, some sections have floors that have just cracked and broken.
Destiny will say, well, if we want to play it safe, I can just recast the arcane eye and go through the tower, see if I can find anything.
Yeah.
Actually, that's interesting. So the arcane eye now is invisible. And
Oh.
so as small as 1 inch in diameter. You know what? Make an investigation check at disadvantage. At disadvantage. Ooh. So your arcane eye goes through and it does find a path pretty much around the entire tower. Here's my notes. And you do find, with a roll of 18 for investigation, you do find a line from the arcane octave. Rather luck there. Clever use of the spell. You also see a corpse inside there. And the corpse, its robes and everything around it is rotten. Very much not rotten though, as it's wearing a necklace. It has 6 little beads of around the necklace, and all the beads are glowing red. It's obviously a magical necklace of some time, but is buried deep under the rubble.
Magic necklace.
How far away? Like something a mage hand could reach? Or windfall?
Windfall, no. Let's have a look. So mage hand. Up to 30 feet away from you. Let's see how... I'd say yes, a mage hand could in theory get through there. I think Tenzin has it.
Yes, I do.
Okay. So the spectral does have mass. Does weigh less than 5 pounds. So we're going to have Theodore working with Tenzin to try and guide him, because Tenzin you can't see down there. So it's going to be like Theodore saying, and move it down a little bit, move it to the right a little bit. So can I have both of you make performance checks for me, please? Theodore describing and Tenzin following.
It's probably Destiny, not Theodore, right?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, whoever cast Arcane Eye.
Destiny.
Okay, so Destiny then.
Can Theodore help or guide her?
No, because you don't see what she sees. There's no active way you could help her. So you're giving bad instructions. Tenzin's following them badly, and at one stage the mage hand touches the rock in just the wrong way, even with a slight nudge, and it crushes down, and you see you don't have no idea where the necklace is now.
Wait, I have something called side bolstered neck as a oh, that's long. I can add a D8 if that can help.
Sure. We'll roll a d8.
Okay.
So with the bear, so
That would
that's
be
a
16.
16. So I'm going to say, using your side bolstered neck, you do get a glimpse of the necklace just as the thing is about to fall down. If you succeed on a dexterity check, I'm going to say DC 15, you can grab the necklace and quickly grab it away as the tower is collapsing around it. DC 15, dexterity check.
No, sorry.
Oh.
So you try and grab the necklace, it slips out of
Oh
your
wait,
hand.
I have inspiration.
Oh, there we go. Bring out all the necks. And a +5 on Dex is pretty too, but a 2 is a shocker. Yep, use your inspiration. Oh! Any other tricks up your sleeve?
If this is a ability check, I can use it again. The side bolstered neck, but
Would Theodore be able to use Flash of Genius on him?
Once again, Theodore doesn't see
Ooh.
Jack.
Yeah.
So when do you roll it? Is it if it's a reaction to use it, then no. If it's not a reaction, then yes.
Let me read through this essay. No, it just says if you fail an ability check, you can you can roll a psionic energy die.
Okay, so spend your psionic energy die, and you're obviously going to roll at least a 1. So you
Not
grab
a
it.
0.
You pull the necklace out, and you see the spectral hand erupting from this collapsing building with a necklace in its hand. Well done, Tenzin.
Nice.
Nice.
Nice job.
Thanks, man.
Okay, does someone want to identify it?
Sure. If you want to take another 10 minutes of rest.
Okay.
I mean, we have plenty of time.
Ooh.
And it has 6 speeds.
Cool. So someone who doesn't have Fireball spell, it would be useful for them.
Can I?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can be like a suicide bomber. I have evasion
Oh,
and a
wow.
+10 to my dex saves.
Oh, that's interesting.
And I have advantage against spells. So I can run up, throw a bead down, and then hopefully not take any damage at all.
Oh wow.
You notice if you can do multiple beads, you can increase the fireball
Oh my
by 1.
gosh,
So you
that's
can
the
technically cast a 9th level fireball if you want to use this as a.
Okay,
as
this
a
is for the
one-shot.
boss fight then, guys.
Yeah, 9th level fireball, and if you make your dexterity saving throw,
I take nothing.
DC 15. What's your plus to dex? Your saving throw modifier?
10.
So you need a 5 or more to take no damage.
Knowing my luck, it may be a
So-
1 that I roll.
Well, Theodore has Flash of Genius if he'll be close enough. But
So-
you use all the beats at once, and then the creatures are immune to fire.
So at a 9th level fireball does 12d8 damage. So it's about that amount of damage. Or if you roll, would be higher. So that's how dice work, obviously. So yeah, excellent idea. So yeah, a little bit uncomfortable with the phrase "suicide bomber," but I see where you're going for. Okay, so you've got the 7th line of the arcane octad, and and you've got yourself a necklace of fireball without having. The alternative to this was digging, and if all 6 of you were digging, it would take about 10 hours to dig out.
Oh wow.
Which is very very dangerous because, you know, I have you guys rolling on the Wandering Monsters tables, and you've been lucky so far. Okay, so with the necromancy, with Tenzin being very cool and grabbing it when all hope seemed lost, you continue to walk through the bazaar. One thing you notice against this, from this house here, is silken drapes hang from the walls of the storefront. Their surfaces swirling with the illusory image of dragonfire and twinkling starfields. And a group of emotionally figures stand outside, looking for all the world like frozen statues.
By the way, Arcane Eye lasts up to an hour. Is it still up?
Sure. And this is what the statues look like on the outside. You haven't encountered these things before, but they are motionless. You have a look inside?
With the Arcane Eye, sure.
Sure. Okay. So inside, you see some more creatures inside. They are so inside the store. You see 5 creatures who look like this, are watching over the rest of the merchandise. They don't move to attack you or anything. And you see magic silk hanging in long drapes throughout the interior. And you see 4 phase spiders actually weaving the silk together.
And they're all still? No one's moving?
These Galvan mages are moving around just like shopkeepers would. And the spiders look at you and they scuttle up into a corner.
I think I've got the transmutation puzzle thingy levers. So these foot soldiers are called demos. The wizardly like things are Galvan. And that would probably mean that the transmutation tower creates Magen. Or it turns someone into a Magen.
Okay, cool. Well deducted. You notice none of them are paying much attention and just wander around. But in the center of the interior, there is an empty pedestal. And I imagine some of you would know from previous lives that this is very much where people would get fitted and, you know, gowns adjusted and things like this. A pedestal very much made for standing on.
Clothes made of spider silk. Do we want to go in there, or should we proceed to the next building? We could see how they'll react to know about the others.
Yeah, there might be more shopkeepers inside the bazaar itself if there's shopkeepers outside here.
Yeah.
Okay. So taking note of this Hall of Silk, as it's called, you make your way further through the bazaar. Lots of these buildings are just empty. But towards the end, you enter the bazaar of the bazaar, especially. And a large market hall sits at one end of the plaza. Its broken tower is leaning inwards. Faded pennants hang above the entrance, frozen stiff. A large clatter resounds from within the hall.
Any people in there? Or those Magen? Or the
No,
guards?
no guards, no nothing, but you hear smashing coming from inside and the doors are closed.
Any windows or openings where the Arcane Eye could go through?
Yep, for sure.
Okay, I'll scout the interior.
Okay, so inside you see art for this. It's not good art. But imagine this. Actually, I put it in Discord. You see this, a huge iron golem just rampaging and smashing bits and pieces. The only thing that's different from the artwork is that it lacks a head. And is just going through store to store, smashing, smashing, smashing.
Ah.
For an inspiration
Well-
point, where's its head?
The Caves of Hunger.
Caves of Hunger. So take an inspiration point from that. I'll drag you across to the Caves of Hunger briefly. Over here. And, where is its head? Here is its head, right here. But that is not where you are now. So it's just rampaging through, smashing, smashing, smashing. What do you do?
Is there anything left whole in there? Because it's been here for a while, smashing. So
Make a perception check.
I think
With a 12, you look around. This thing is just it's turning kindling into little flecks of wood. It has done a very, very thorough job. And with that perception, you're pretty sure there's nothing of value left in there. It seems as if this has been rampaging for maybe years even. Nothing of value.
is there any magical auras in front of the building or on the building?
Nope.
So, unfortunately, everything in there is smashed, and the golem doesn't seem to be stopping.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to stop it, or do we just turn back and see if the Magian have anything for us, if they're interested in a little trade?
Yeah, I don't see any point to attacking this golem. Although we could get a closer look on the inside, but like you say, most of it's smashed. So, yeah. I guess we could go back to the Magian and see if they would outfit us with fine new clothes or something.
As good a place as any to spend our money and valuables, if they don't turn hostile, of course. Maybe just one of us should go ask, and the others hide behind the neighboring building, see if we're welcome.
Maybe someone who speaks Draconic, in case that's the only language they use.
Sure. Destiny can go. She can teleport out of there if necessary.
Okay, so who's going in?
Destiny will go.
Okay, Destiny goes in. The shopkeepers, they just go about their business.
She'll call out, "Hello, customers here.
No
Are you willing
response.
to trade?" I guess she goes. Is she already in the building or in front of it?
Inside the building, I would say.
Okay. I guess she'll approach one of the Magian.
And they don't respond to you. Right in the center of the store, remember there's a pedestal that's covered in finery, like it's decorated quite nicely. It raises just about 6 inches off the ground.
Okay, she will step on it.
Oh, my darling, welcome to the Hall of Silk. What are these tattered robes you're wearing? This won't do. And as she's talking, spiders descend from it, and they start stretching silk across your shoulders, up and down, measuring the lengths of your legs. Why are you wearing such tatters? We will construct a robe of the utmost finery for you, my darling. Does that sound good?
Yes, of course. Thank you. It would be most welcome.
So stay with me. I want you to close your eyes. And she closes your eyes as well. Close your eyes. Do you close your eyes? I just want you to imagine your heart's desires in the best possible silk robe you can imagine. I just need you to focus on that. And it's much easier if you close your eyes. So close your eyes, my darling. Close your eyes. She's staring at you with a slightly condescending look.
Do I still have my arcane eye?
How long does an arcane eye last?
1 hour.
You used it for the tower. You used it for... Nah, your arcane eye is gone. Been a while.
Okay, I'll close my eyes and imagine a pretty dress.
No, I don't want you to imagine a pretty dress. I want to imagine your heart's desires. The best possible dress you can imagine.
I'll imagine like a purple mage robe with the thing around your neck, like a guard around your neck, and a long rope that goes all the way to the ankles and has pockets, and it has pockets big enough for wands and a little holder for a staff or something.
Okay, a purple robe with pockets isn't going to do it. Add some pizzazz, add some flash.
The twine would be gold, and the decorations would be gold. There would be some dwarven runes on.
Yes.
Something that would that Theodore would like, and some artificer engravings or something like that.
Ah, yes, that's it. And you open your eyes, and you see the shopkeeper just wipe a tear from his eye. That's what I'm talking about, darling. Yes. And as you stand there, the spiders start coming up and winding silk all around you, like not cocooning you, but as you see, it takes very much the shape of a robe. And you hear the shopkeep, the one who appeared, it's giving them direction. No. Put the rune over here. It would accentuate her cheekbones even more. And they weave and they weave and they weave. And after about 10 minutes, you feel the weight of a rather magnificent robe on top of Destiny. With purple, the runes, the pockets, the collar, everything. It is a magnificent robe.
I'll stare at it with an open mouth and just start praising it. It's the most beautiful and magnificent robe I've ever seen, and thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome, my darling. Please remember to send your friends to the Hall of Silk.
I do have some. Would you mind accepting them right now?
Of course.
I won't be a minute. I will go get them.
Okay. And you see
And I'll
Destiny
go-
leave with a just magnificent robe. Just absolutely gorgeous.
I'll go get the others and relay the offer to have new clothes made for them. And
Damn.
I'll show off in mine, yeah.
How much did you pay for that?
They didn't ask anything. They were just totally delighted to be able to make this.
That's weird.
You pay with your soul.
if anyone's interested, they're very eager to make you some.
It's not exactly my kind of style. It seems a bit.
Oh, you
Flashy.
you don't have to make something like this. It's basically whatever your heart's desire is. You can imagine anything you want in any color you want.
Ooh.
I imagine it's gonna be silk, but any shape, form, or variant or color or anything you can imagine that would be useful for you. Maybe something warm for the winter.
Are they
And
only making ropes?
I don't know. I'm a wizard, so I like wearing robes. I imagined a rope, and this is what they created. Theodore, you wanna go in? Have something made for you? And Theodore will say, sure.
Okay, so a similar process happens for Theodore when Theodore stands on the pedestal. So describe to me, as this person's fussing over you, the spiders are taking your measurements, what your robe looks like, Theodore.
It's not gonna be a robe. It's gonna be like pants and shirt and like several pieces, but lots of pockets on the.
I'm sorry, my dear. We specialize in robes only.
Oh, just robes.
Just robes. It's what we do. So can we make a robe for you, darling?
Can you make it look like something for special occasions?
Of course.
I mean,
that is what we do.
As Destiny describes, you can make anything we want. So yeah, maybe something that'll go with the 3-piece suit. Something to go over it, like.
What color would you like that, dear?
Elegant. How about black?
Black. Get out of my shop. You cannot just make a black robe. Who do you think we are, commoners? Add some pizzazz, man.
Can you make it blue? Like
blue? Blue's
sky
better.
Blue?
Sky blue, yes, I like it.
Okay, and then maybe some golden threading in it.
Now you're talking. Blue with gold threads.
Gold goes well with blue, or rather yellow goes well with blue.
And I believe you wanted pockets.
If they could be on the inside, not the outside.
Done.
So, can you make hidden pockets to hide something in it?
Yes.
That would be very useful, especially on the inside. And can it be a bit warm for the cold weather?
Yes,
with a hood.
We can add some furry silk inside that to keep you extra warm.
Oh, that would be excellent.
Done.
By the way, how can we repay you for this service?
It is a service we provide in Yithrin. We get compensated in other ways, so no charge.
Well, thank you. And what do I have to do? Just stand here and.
Yep. Just stand there, and after about 10 minutes, the spiders weave you the silk of your describing.
Awesome. I go outside and show everyone all the pockets.
It is magnificent. What about Ogun and Stello? Would they like robes?
It seems a bit too much flashiness. It's. I prefer my furs.
Okay. What about Tenzin? Would Tenzin like a robe?
Oh, hell yeah.
Well, come in, my darling. Stand on this pedestal. And the spiders take your measurements. Tell me. Close your eyes and imagine your heart's desires, my dear, and we will make it for you. Describe it to me. Talk to me, darling.
I would want a onyx-colored robe
Not black. You're not saying black, are
It's
you?
not black. This is fashionable dark tones.
So black
I
with
thought
a
one of
hint of
such
sheen.
taste would appreciate the nuance.
Well, to be honest, darling, we get very, very boring wizards in here. So just make me a black robe. Honestly, I feel like slapping him on the face. So I do understand what Onyx. We'll add a bit of shine to it. So Onyx, keep talking to me, darling. Onyx robe.
With gold trim on
Gold
the
trim. Where?
sleeves.
Sleeves, got
On
it.
They're gonna be in draconic runes
Cool.
saying
Yes. I speak Draconic.
like-
What would they say?
I don't know, I guess like on the right it's
Yeah.
gonna say I'm trying to think out of character right now. It's going to say carve your destiny, and
Your
then
destiny, like it.
on the left it's gonna say I don't know, forge your path or some shit
Love
like
it,
that.
darling. We won't
And
add
then
the
on the
some shit like
back-
that. Yes. Yes, on the back. On the back,
On the
talk
back
to me.
is going to be a big arcane rune with like a stylized like symbol of a brain, but still looks very magic-y.
Magical looking brain. Got it.
And
Got a hood,
that's it.
pockets, fur.
Oh yeah, with a hood,
Hood.
some
Gold trim
some
on the
fur
hood.
lining
Fur lining
on
done.
the inside, and yeah, that's it.
Okay. And the spiders weave the robe of your describing. And the shopkeepers are magnificent. The onyx was a especially nice touch. I love it.
Thank you for the robe. Is this a guy or a girl?
You're not sure.
Okay, thank you for the robe, friend.
You're most welcome, my dear. Finally, does Ogun wish him a robe to be made?
Well, after seeing everyone else, he's
Except for Stella.
had some ideas for himself. Sure, he'd like to get a robe. He asked the shopkeeper if it's possible to implement some items, like physical items, into the robe. Is that too much for them to handle?
Talk to me, darling. What do you want added to the robe? Talk to me.
Dragon scales.
Ooh, dragon scales. Maybe we could add some shoulder pads made of dragon scales. What do you think?
That's really nice. I like that touch.
Okay, so we've got dragon scales as the arms. Okay, talk to me more, darling. What do you need? What do you want? Talk to me. Colors!
I'm thinking about the crimson red, blood deep red robe, with
Crimson
looking
red.
like there's a lot of dragon scales going around the robe. Like it's covered with dragon scales, basically.
Sorry, do you want us to stylize the dragon scales on the robe, or you've actual dragon scales that we can put in there?
Maybe I don't have that much dragon scales.
We do.
Oh, nice. Yeah, sure. White dragon scales.
Okay, so we can use 2 of those for the shoulder pads, and maybe 3 of them going down the back of your back. What do you say?
Yeah.
Much
that
like you
seems
have
nice.
dragon's spine and shoulders. Okay, talk to me.
Oh
darling.
yeah.
We've got the white dragon scales. Talk to me. What else?
To compensate the white dragon, maybe add some silver details.
Silver
like,
details.
Yeah, form some kind of wings.
Oh yes, maybe we can make the sleeves of the robe, which are quite billows. We can add wings, stylized wings to that. So if you moved your arms up and down, it looked like a dragon wings. Oh my God, darling, this is magnificent. And what color?
Nice.
What color for the main part of the robe?
Well, maybe I think what would fit with white? What would?
Darling, anything goes with white.
That's true. True. I think onyx as well. I like that color.
Onyx. Okay, so onyx. Yes, we'll add the shoulder blades, the spine of the dragon stylized to look like from those scales. Wave your arm. Oh my god, this is magnificent. Anything else you'd like to add? Not that it's totally magnificent at the moment, but can we take it to the next level?
Maybe add some giant speech. Do you know giant speech?
I'm not familiar with that language, but if you write it down, I'm sure we can transcribe it.
Okay. I'll write down all the elements of the dragon's breath, so he can put it around on the as details around the sleeves, maybe.
Nice.
I think that's nice enough.
Okay, darling, one more thing to take it over the top.
One more thing.
One more detail.
Ooh.
You can use anything from the bag of holding.
Let's see what's else in the side there.
You can have antlers on the hood, or like mammoth tusks hanging down, or anything.
Wow.
You can sprinkle it with diamond dust, or have gemstones inlaid.
Yeah, I like that. Let's add some diamond dust. Really get the onyx sparkling.
Okay. Oh, and she, you're not sure, is overcome with emotion. You see tears dripping down her face. This will truly be the most magnificent rope we've ever made here. Spiders! And they start weaving the robe, doing the stylized spine and shoulders of the dragon using the scales, putting the symbols of dragon wings on the sleeves, and all the other bits and pieces you asked. And as the robe is finished and it falls onto your shoulders carrying some weight, she can't help but give you a hug and says, this is truly the most magnificent of all my creations. Thank you.
Hogan, very nice.
Very nice. Okay. And you're all looking magnificent apart from Stello. He looks magnificent in his own way, but not magnificent thanks to his robe. And Valina just shaking her heads at you. They all look gaudy and terrible. Simplicity is what you want in your robe, not this gaudiness.
For once, I agree with you. It does look good on you, though.
Why don't you go in there and try to explain that to them?
From what I heard, I think she would slap me if I explained. Just a plain brown cloak, please. I think I'd get slapped.
By the way, how much diamond dust did they use in the making of the rope? We had 200 gold worth.
I'll say you have there's 50 gold pieces in the robe, so take off 50 gold pieces worth of the dust.
Okay.
Okay, all looking magnificent.
Totally. It's probably evening already, right? We've done some stuff
maybe
around town.
1 or 2 hours. It's definitely getting towards the end there.
Guess we could try out this one or this one, perhaps.
Okay, which one?
Either is fine.
Yeah, this one is closest though, so yeah.
Okay, so here...
I just wanted to say that while Ogun was in there, I guess Destiny could have cast Detect Magic again.
Sure. So, as you approach this tower here, the tower is engraved with interlocking circles of stone. Yellow light spills from its topmost window, and the faint sound of brooms brushing on stonework drift through its broken doors. And Detect Magic reveals an aura of conjuration magic.
Okay. I guess there's a door where we could enter.
Yeah, the door's broken, so it's very easy to go inside.
I guess we send Snuggles in again.
Okay, you send Snuggles in, and yeah, nothing untoward happens.
Okay. Windfall next, and then Theodore and Destiny will follow.
Okay. So, you see these brooms seemingly brushing themselves in a Mickey Mouse kind of way, just sweeping, sweeping, sweeping. And the thing you notice as soon as you enter, this place is immaculate. Some of the other towers were covered in dust and destruction. I mean, the Necromancy Tower being the most obvious, just utter mess. But this one is incredibly clean. And you see stairs rising up through the tower.
Destiny will pull out one of her slingshot bullets and drop it onto the floor next to the brooms to see what they do.
One of the brooms is placed gently against the side of the wall. Then you see the stone being picked up and thrown outside the tower. And then the broom starts sweeping again.
Okay. Is there a path through the brooms, like between them, so we don't intersect?
Yeah, easy enough to weave your way to the staircase that leads up.
Okay. We'll go towards the staircase.
Okay. Just let me read something. Okay. So, you ascend up the stairs. I assume everybody is coming along for the ride?
Yeah.
Okay. It ends in a doorway at the top. There's no obvious markings on it or anything like that.
Sorry, what was that last comment?
It's just a plain doorway.
Okay.
And as you open the tower, you look inside and all will be revealed next week. So I see Tenzin needs to go. So I think we usually finish in about 10 minutes from now. Tenzin, can you last 10 minutes or should we just knock it on the head here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can stay.
Okay, so we'll make it exactly 10 minutes. Okay. One second. Okay, so through at the door, it's not opened. What do you do?
Is there like a door handle or a lock or
There's a
anything?
door handle. Yep, there's a door handle on there.
I guess we can have Snuggles try and open it. Not sure how good he is with door handles.
Okay, give me just a second. Oops. Come here. Okay, so sorry, Snuggles is opening the door?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, inside the room, you see glowing orbs are set into the wall of this 30-foot diameter circular chamber. 4 hands made of shivering force hovering in the center of the room, guarding a tiny ornamental tower perched on a pedestal.
Sorry, what's perched on a pedestal?
A tiny ornamental tower. And there's these 4 giant hands just hovering around it. And they don't react when you enter the room.
Like mage hands or something solid?
They're solid. And it just looks like kind of faintly bluing glow hands. Like just huge. Like much bigger than your own hands.
Okay. How big's the room? Is the pedestal with the hands on the tower the only thing in the room?
There's glowing orbs set into the wall, and just this miniature tower in the center of it. Nothing else really of note.
Theodore will get within 10 feet of the tower and then cast prestidigitation to soil the tower a bit. See what happens.
Oh, the brooms come up and immediately sweep it up, and you see little bits of water scrubbing. It's immediately cleaned up again. And as you're walking up there, leaving faint footprints, they were cleaning up after you as well, so not even footprints are left behind.
Any sign of any writing on the wall?
Nope.
What about if Destiny walks in? Can she sense anything, any magical writing?
Destiny is walking in. You look around, hoping to spot arcane octet. You do not see any writing.
Is this the only door, the ones that we came through, or is there another one leading out of the room?
Nope, there's only one door. You're at the top of the tower, and there's just these three hovering huge hands and a tiny tower in the center of them.
I'll move back to the door with Destiny, but I'll let Snuggles touch one of the hands.
Touches one of the hands, and yeah, the hand does not react.
Okay. We could try. How big is this tower that's on the pedestal?
It's about 60 feet in diameter.
Oof. Okay.
Oh.
Is there like a door on the tower or any openings?
You can't tell from there.
Yeah, I'll get closer.
Theodore?
Sure, Theodore will get closer and investigate.
Okay,
With both Theodore and Destiny, I guess.
Okay, so you approach close to the tower. Everyone else kind of hovering just on the staircase, not quite ready, not quite positioned to go. Well, just outside, getting ready, I assume, to pounce if something happens. The tower is immaculate. It's small, but you get closer. I assume you're not touching it, and you see the detailing of it. It's quite incredible.
Does it look like any of the towers that we've seen in the city?
No, it does not. It's very much a different style altogether.
But like Netherese architecture?
Nope. Nope. Very different. Very distinct. It's architecturally different.
Would I be maybe able to make a history check to see
Sure.
if it seems familiar?
Mm-hmm.
I'll make one for Destiny as well, because they're both proficient.
Okay.
Okay, no need.
You recognize it. The style very much reminds you of the architecture you'd see in Baldur's Gate. Like during its Baldur's Gate has been kind of ripped apart by demons more than once, but it was a nice city at one point, and you recognize it as very much Baldur Gatian.
Okay, Theodore did travel through Baldur's Gate on his way north, so...
There we go.
Oh, does it look like any specific tower in Baldur's Gate?
Nope, but the architecture reminds you of the towers in Baldur's Gate in its prime.
Okay. Well, this city is old, so... somebody could have made a replica from something they've seen long time in the past. Are there any buttons, switches, or any levers anywhere in the room?
You look around, and no. You're much dominated by these hands and this little miniature tower.
Anyone else have any ideas?
No, I have to think.
Is the pedestal attached to the floor, or is it hovering?
Everything's attached to the floor.
It's just the hands that are hovering around.
Yeah, the hands are not moving, not reacting, but they are hovering. Yeah, a tiny ornamental tower perched on a pedestal. The
There's got
pedestal
to be some.
the pedestal is attached to the ground. I guess the tower is not, though. It's just sitting on the pedestal.
And there's a glowing orb set in a wall beside it.
Yeah. Like, you assume it's just a continual flame spell. It's
Oh,
just light
right.
up the room. We've seen similar things before.
And how big are the hands?
Good 10 feet across. They're huge.
So we can't shake their hands.
There, yep.
Is it possible to climb onto one of them?
Yeah, you climb onto it. Once again, it doesn't react.
Are they pointing on anything? What are the hands doing?
They're just kind of hovering, like palms up.
Maybe we need to make an offering. I don't know. I will put a gold piece on each of the hands. See what happens.
Nothing happens.
I'll take the gold pieces back.
Done.
Waste not. I'll use prestidigitation on one of the hands and soil the palm of the hand. See what happens if a broom touches it.
Room immediately cleans it up.
But no other reaction.
Nope.
Okay, let's see if I have any conjuration. This was a conjuration tower, right? Yes.
Yeah.
I'm just checking if I have conjuration magic.
Okay, as I know, Tenzin needs to go. I'm going to say your conjuration magic
Yeah.
doesn't work. You try various other things. The only thing you don't try is touching the tower.
I touched the tower.
Okay, so that's where we'll end it. But what happens is immediately the hands spring to attack and go to attack both Destiny and Theodore.
Oh boy.
And this is exactly what they look like. And what they are is living Big B hands. You know, the Big B hand spells? This is the living version of that. So expect some slapping coming your way, Destiny and Theodore. But that's where we'll pick it up next week, as this is the usual time, and we'll give Tenzin time to get to work. But thank you very much, everybody. And we'll see you next week.
All right,
And
bye, guys.
might be one
Bye.
session more, might be 2 session more. That's how close you're getting.